Halo semua. Yo yo yo. Ya bibana nana. Setting bentar ya. No, it's too late. Hai guys. Jadi kita mulai ya. Kita gacha dulu nih. Sebelumnya aku pengen dapat siapa ya? Aku pengen dapat Bedo, tapi masa aku harus ke kapalnya Bedo sih? Kita jalan-jalan dulu kali ya di Liyue. Ini kita kawan main restoran. Duduk di sini bisa nggak ya? Gacha dulu nih cari tempat, mungkin duduk sini tempat mahal. Duduk. Yeah, seolah-olah kita makan guys.
Let me tell you how it is.
Tunggu, ini apa nih?
What about the pickpockets?
Pickpocket. Apa yang sudah aku selesaikan? Forge ya. Forge. 20 kali. Guys, kita gacha apa ya? Gacha apa ya? Harusnya di tempat ya. Satu lagi berarti. Sampah. Terakhir bintang 4. Yeay, apakah bintang 4-nya? Mingguang. Oke lah. Satu kali lagi kita akan main di sini. Jarang-jarang main sini. Sampah. Terlihat ada berapa kali sih aku main sini? Aku mau dapatin bintang 4 terakhir di sini loh. Kemarin kan dapat the bell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tinggal 3 lagi, 3 kali lagi main sini, habis itu nggak main sini lagi. Jadi kita tuh harus, kalau free to player tuh harus ngitung ininya loh, 4 kali berapa. Sudah berapa kali untuk dapat bintang 4-nya gitu loh guys. Shock effect, jet screen pecah, cooldown akan selesai. Saat jet screen pecah, cooldown skill akan selesai. Oh, jadi bisa double screen guys. Bisa screennya 2 kali. Minggu ini bagus sih buat DPS. Ayo kita akan lakuin cerita.
We have work to do.
Jadi aku hari ini sudah main sebenarnya. Tapi kita akan main ceritanya lagi sekarang. Aku spoiler free guys, jadi aku ini yang aku tampakkan itu betul-betul komentar-komentar yang langsung itu, nggak pakai lihat orang punya. Bahkan ada guide dulu nih ya, guide peti-peti yang tidak boleh terlewatkan di sini, tapi aku nggak nonton karena aku mau first hand gitu. Ya paling yang ada di cutscene doang yang aku tahu, yang memang sudah dari mihoyo-nya. Tapi nggak ada spoiler sih. Lewatin aja. Bisa. Kita naik ke atas deh. Mati. Darahnya. Jadi kita mau naik udah lumayan.
Written in the stars.
Bikin mana dulu kali ya. Sempat-sempatnya. Naikin dulu mudahan muat. Udah makin sakit guys. BTW ini ada lagi loh energi recharge. Kan Shaitan. Kalau kita enhance ini pakai ini gimana ya? Langsung namplok 20 gitu nggak sih? Ini lebih bagus sebenarnya guys. Kenapa ngenakin ini ya? Coba kita tempa gitu. Ini critical damage naik sih, tapi ini critical rate. Udah lah ya, biarin aja. Ini elemental mastery lagi. Ajar bleh. Gila, elemental mastery dinaikin coy. Elemental mastery dinaikin. Critical rate lagi nambahnya mantap. Gambler semua tuh dapatnya kemarin habis defense naik. Habis apa ya kemarin? Itu loh. Kita lupa namanya. Domain artifact. Sebenarnya naik satu elemental mastery tuh mantap jiwa loh. Ini kepake nggak ya? Jangan itu kepake coy. Tapi harus naikin satu lagi. Ini memang naik HP kan? Defense. Goblet sih. Sekarang udah bisa kelihatan ini apa yang kita pakai. Plus 4 bodo amat. Ini plus 16 lagi. Slot penuh. Ya udah. Ya udah, ayo. Biar baik. Kalau pakai ini naik mentok gak sih? Tag lagi. Bagus punya. Ini cryo damage bonus buat si itu ya berarti. Gila, pusing. Halo guys. Nah, Richard bagus. Ya, ini dulu. Kelamaan misi ininya, utamanya. Mendadak kuat dia. 500 langsung kan. Mendadak kuat dia. Gila nggak tuh? Elemental masternya 334. Kalau kena ini favoris 2 kali lipat tambah 52.
Shadows of
Di atas 50 meter lagi. Naik apa kita? Wih, mantap. Ayah. Nah, sini bisa nggak saya? Malah dapat tambang, guys. Gue kristalis. Oh, kristal core. Kristal core ini bagus ini buat apa namanya? Dari dapat 4 loh. Itu mahal sekali. Oh, cepat ya gerakannya. Malah dapat tambang Nautilus Jet. Mau naik malah dapat Nautilus Jet. Nautilus Jet ini nggak tahu buat apa sekarang. Tapi mumpung dapat ambil aja lah. Satunya 1000 soalnya belinya. Ada nggak sih cara naik ke atas lagi yang lain? 40 meter. Terus ini bisa nggak sih? Ampun temboknya. Puyeng gua. Oke, nice.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber!
Bagaimana cara naiknya ya?
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
Harusnya kita pertama tanya sama Ganyu itu. Kamu baru sadar sekarang.
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do.
Tapi kita kan mau ke Jade Chamber, jadi pasti bisa menemukan lokasinya di peta.
Let's look around. There has...
Pasti ada jalan ke sana katanya. Ini banget.
I'll catch up.
Catch up, utama. Oh. Naik ini.
Hey, look! Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
Sepertinya semacam jebakan.
Yes, this must be the way.
This must be the way. Siapa sih pengisi suaranya Paimon? Banget banget. Ketinggian coy. Kok nggak bisa diambil sih?
Huh? It only takes us up to here.
Hanya bisa terbang sampai sini.
Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
Kita bisa ke sana lebih cepat. Kita bisa ke sana kalau jalan. Kalau arusnya lebih kuat.
Huh? Why?
Kenapa jalan di atas seharusnya tidak rahasia? Jika tidak,
Or...
Oh,
Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's Oh, it
Let's
looks
go
like
bawah.
we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista.
Guizhong Ballista. Xinqiu.
Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
Apakah membenciku? Terima kasih, aku tidak ingin mati.
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures.
Dilupa soal keselamatan kita dong. Tapi aku ingat ballista memiliki jangkauan yang jauh.
Oh, that's... Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Exquisite chest. Dapat apa nih? Hah? Baru mau gemtok. Oh, ada lagi yang lainnya. Langsung masuk ke inventory. Guizhong Ballista di mana, coy? 25 meter sini dan ada monster ya. Kita kalahin monster dulu aja. Dapat peti soalnya. Turun God, so kita udah ubah jadi si Diona. Halo, bergerak dong. Kok dia nggak mau bergerak sih?
Need my help as usual?
Butuh bantuanku seperti biasa.
Let me scribe. I must leave no stone. Barbados, guide us. As a dutiful maid would.
Dia masih di bawah ya, jadi kita nggak perlu fight dia. Apa ini?
Someone needs assistance. I must
Kita
leave no
progresif dulu baru bisa nembak. Mana dia tadi ya? Tinggal ya. Enak banget lawan Dengan karena dia bisa pusing. Saat dia pusing itu
steady as stone.
buset. Ada ini juga. Apa namanya? Gimana cara naiknya, coy? Terus pakai angin. Kalau pakai main karakter bisa nggak ya? MC.
Just what will we come across this time?
Just what will we come across this time?
Starfall!
Starfall. Salah pak, bukannya situ, sini. Sini arahnya pak. Yes. Gujong balista. Apakah ada yang jagain gujong balistanya? Ada yang jagain tuh kayaknya, 3 orang.
Halt!
Tunggu.
Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Siapa yang berani masuk tanpa izin ke tanah suci ini? Apanya yang tanah suci ini adalah alam liar di sekitar Mountain Tianheng.
Exactly. What are you talking
What are
about?
you talking about? Dia pakai halberd guys, senjatanya guys.
We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this?
Selamat terhormat.
No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningwan's. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us.
Berasa bukan begitu masalahnya.
Now Paimon's mad.
Marah dia.
You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
Tidak tahu malu, shameless.
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Tangkap sekarang juga.
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Wow, suruh hancurin. Kita jadi pengkhianat dong. Baru pertama kali kita lawan Millilith. Buset dah, lawan Millilith guys, asik. Ya, serang. Gimana cara kamu nyerang? Kayak naik sini ayo.
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny.
Kumpul lagi dong.
I swear
Who goes there?
Lagi.
Take the target alive!
Kalau mati gimana?
As a good night should.
Sini naik. Sini naik.
Attack! Take this!
Pecah lagi.
Bested!
Barbados, guide us.
Two arms!
Two arms.
Take the target alive!
Fate is upon you.
3.000, katanya 3.000.
Attack!
Naik sini.
Lithic Triad!
Wind, hear me. Let me scribe.
Sebelum ke bawah dia udah mati duluan kali. Yuk naik yuk. Gue jong
Stop.
balista.
What's all this about?
Ada gunyu. Kecing, kecing. Aku suka banget.
Lady Kuching,
Jadi
these two
kecing.
strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong ballista.
Baru niat jahat. Kecing keluar guys, gila cantik.
Who are you calling strange?
Matanya dia kenapa dari sini ya? Aneh banget. Kita hanya mencari jalan menuju Jade Chamber.
You want to go to the Jade
She-
Chamber? Who are you?
Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liu Qixing.
Liu
Who are you?
Qixing. Who are you? Siapa kamu? Katanya. Dia juga Liu Qixing guys. Qixing. Sing. Qixing. Kaget. Cantik banget sih.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liu Qixing.
Aku salah satu dari Liu Qixing.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm Kuching,
I'm
the
Kuching.
Yuheng of the Qixing.
Yuheng. 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 Apa itu?
I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes?
Iya betul. Kok kamu tahu?
Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
Kok kamu tahu sih?
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
Orang super kaya. Dia kaya guys katanya. Asik dong kalau dia kaya.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence.
Oh malah dicari ya. Aku yang beresin. Gimana sih? Tiba-tiba dia perbaiki seperti semulanya dalam satu malam.
These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
Ya dia balik.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never... Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
Mesin adaptus dibaikin nggak bisa katanya. Padahal kan cuma ketapel biasa. Gimana sih?
That was...
Shoot Paimon, jangan memperumit masalah. Kita hanya berperan kecil dalam hal itu. Coba kita diam-diam, kita apa yang terjadi ya?
Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng,
Yuheng.
might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Tianquan itu Tianquan Ninghuang, Yuheng Kexing. Apa sih?
Just call me Kuching.
Just call me Kexing.
I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
Oh. Meminta penyelamat Mondstadt mengambil sikap yang lebih netral atau setidaknya tidak sepenuhnya berpihak pada
We're not
adeptus.
taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liu as well.
Ya, mereka juga mau jaga Liu ini guys, backnya Kexing guys. Kupingnya itu beneran kuping atau rambut doang sih sebenarnya? Ini rambut bukan sih atau ini bulu dari brosnya ya?
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Wah, Saint-Magus Arrogant.
Huh?
Hah? Kaget.
You are mortals and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god.
Manusia panah hanyalah objek di bawah perlindungan mereka. Tidak mungkin mereka menganggapmu sebagai seorang yang dengan kemampuan membunuh dewa.
Naturally, they would
Oh,
also
saja.
regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up.
Bisa saja mereka juga akan menganggap putusan Ningguang menutup area, mengintegrasi orang-orang dan mengajar pembunuh sebagai tindakan yang tidak berguna. Bahkan mereka mungkin berpikir ada sesuatu dengan maksud terselubung.
I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Mereka merendahkan kita.
Well, you've got a point there.
Dan juga kamu bilang,
Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
iya ya, baru kali ini ada orang yang gak respect sama adeptas ataupun dewa.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to
Ini
mortals
rambut ya, fix.
that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Chising?
Sombongan terhadap manusia dan pikiran dangkal mereka terhadap waktu sehingga mereka pun tidak sanggup menghadapi kami, para cising.
Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it.
Oh, Ningguang enggak, cuman dia doang.
Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained.
Tindakannya kali ini
Rex
aneh.
Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them.
Beradabnya mereka. Ningguang akan memilih untuk bernegosiasi, benar kan? Jadi inilah kesempatan untuk bicara bersama mereka.
Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Chising don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Dicuy.
Another super bold statement. I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, traveler.
Dia suka ngomong, guys. Lihat, guys, rasio tangannya ke Shin, guys. Sumpah, lurus nih, cus. Kakinya juga cus, lurus. Sama si karakter kita juga. Cuman karakter kita bajunya
You should both be
Nora.
off to the Jade Chamber.
pengen
Don't
nanti
be
ada
late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year.
pusat. Kalian harus segera pergi ke Jajamber, jangan sampai terlambat. Jadwal Ningguang akan sangat padat sampai akhir tahun. Gila, jatuhnya pada akhir tahun kita pakai dia.
The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber is the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Para pedagang di Liyue berhak menganggap bahwa naik menuju Chamber adalah sebuah penghargaan tertinggi. Wah, kita dong dapat penghargaan tertinggi. Setiap orang akan membawa hadiah yang mewah saat berkunjung. Aduh, aku nggak bawa hadiah. Hanya untuk menyenangkan hati Ningguang dan mendapatkan manfaatnya.
Favor?
Manfaat. Paimon 1000 sedikit. Paimon bukan itu intinya.
But...
Tapi.
Wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Dia bilang mau nge-respect culture, padahal dia mau dapat manfaat, Jir. Kita tidak mencoba menjilat, kami hanya
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first.
ya kasih tahu dong.
You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and...
Yuehai Pavilion. Pemandu.
Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Wah, jelasin.
Well, that Yuhung may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
Yuhang tuh apa sih? Dia cukup keren, dia cukup cantik, bukan cukup keren.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar frosted slime!
Sugar frosted slime.
Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang.
Kok bisa? Cocok.
Why don't we go with that for a gift?
Apakah punya resepnya? Cara membuatnya benda... Bagaimana cara membuat benda yang ada dalam mimpimu?
With a certain boom shakalaka, of course.
Boom shakalaka, of course. Boom
Let's go
shakalaka.
gather ingredients. Time waits for no one.
Dah. Dapat 600 coy. Untuk apa kasih itu ya? Untuk apa kasih ini ya? Tidak mengerti saya. BTW ini ada radar untuk geo guys. Cuman dapat 4. Nih aku sisa 16 lagi. Dan aku kalau mau dapat 16-16 nya harus pakai radar geo dong. Radar geo itu mahal banget satunya. Untuk sekarang aku cuma bisa build 3. Cari bahan-bahan yang dibutuhkan Paimon. Satu lagi di situ. Naik dulu ke sini. Wow.
Huh? Is it just Paimon?
Kok
Or is
asin?
there a sweet fragrance in the air? Huh? Did you hear that?
Nggak ada. Nyanyi.
No! That was definitely
Nyanyi.
someone in trouble. It came from those rooms. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure...
Oke, misi treasure hoarder. Kok gitu sih? Lama nanti sih.
There's no
Let me scry.
Have a taste of this! You're open!
As a good knight should.
Ini harusnya rame-rame.
You're open!
Ampun.
I swear by my sword.
Ini lepas.
Steady as stone. Let me scry.
That wasn't... You're open!
Written in the stars.
Kunci kurungan. Dulu, ini dulu dong. Bisa dibuka 2 kali. Mang Dan. Halo Mang Dan. Mang Dan.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood,
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once.
I understand. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned me.
Ruins itu adalah runtuhan.
Is there anything that you
Runtuhan,
lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer, of
dong.
course.
Baikmu sudah cukup
Wait a
untukku.
moment. Actually, we...
Oh? And what might that be?
Kamu
Do
cari?
you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have the best gift wrapping service in the 7 nations.
Pembungkus kado terbaik 7
Now
negara.
just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon sugar frosted slime now comes in a beautiful package.
Slime lapis gula. Slime lapis gula diapain? Manisan dia. Kita dalam mana? Ambilnya gampang. Terus sana lagi.
Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious. That's the one!
Setelah dimakan. Extra manis. Lezat. Udah, balik. Selesaikan misinya. Next to perabotan. Toko perabotan.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you, but many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business.
Gila.
Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Yep. It's
Yep,
great!
it's great.
Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help
What other thing?
yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks
What?
really awesome.
What about
If
what?
we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack.
Gila apa lo? Gila. Mangkok antik dipakai buat pencampur.
It's done! The one and only sugar frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as
Woohoo! It
Selang lapis
looks
gula.
beautiful!
Waduh, kok jadi begini? Kok jadi bagus? Tadi nggak gitu deh bentuknya. Entah kenapa aku merasa sedikit bersalah.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Gila nggak dimasak coy. Campur-campur aja. Slime dengan gula secukupnya. Slime lapis gula. Jade Chamber sini. Kok hilang? Ini BTW misi ini kapan ya? Oh, harus selesai dulu. pemandu chamber sini ya. Apakah ada sesuatu di sini yang bisa diapa-apain gitu? Sepertinya tidak ada. Hai Buyun. Hai Buyun.
According to Kuching, this is what. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Did you sell the moon here? Kalau dia ngerti?
Yes. How many would you like?
Yes. How many would you like? Kok bulan?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Udah nyaman bicara angka di sini. Paimon pintar ya, dia
Ah,
ingat.
well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yeah, kali. Ibu suruh gunakan ini, guys.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng.
Yuheng.
What's going on here?
Gila. Si Guyun kagak kasih tahu kita. Kagak kasih tahu kita kodenya. Yang kasih tahu kita kodenya malah Kuching. Dan itu bukan kode untuk tamu tapi kode untuk Yuheng. Yuheng Kissing. Apa sih namanya? Yang orang-orang kaya gitu deh namanya. Kita pakai kode orang kaya dong. Terus langsung nih ke chamber. Cutscene pastinya. Hah, baru sampai. Itu kita berdua. Wih. Wah.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyan Karst.
Ini baru pertama kali aku dengar suaranya sih. Cara ngomong biasa. Miss cuman gitu doang.
It's Ningguang.
Ningguang.
Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Kita kasih kamu hadiah loh.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Kok kamu jadi repot ya, guys?
Oh no, it's nothing.
Tempatnya bagus, ya chamber ini. Ini adalah pertama kalinya mendatangkan tempat tinggi ini.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue.
All of Liyue.
I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it.
Sumpah, bahasa Inggrisnya susah dimengerti. Karena aku Inggrisnya dodol. Aku mengumpulkan dana yang diperlukan untuk membangunnya sejak aku mulai mempelajari kerajaan dan pedagang. Dan sejak menjadi Tianquan, aku terus mempekerjakan pengrajin terbaik untuk mengembangkannya. Jadi dikembangin untuk bisa terbang kayak gini gitu.
At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue.
Awalnya sini aja satu ruangan, sekarang sudah cukup besar untuk menutupi bulan di langit. Itu Liyue. Bisa juga ya, nutupin bulan di langit. Oke, segini aja. Salah. Oke. Oh, udah giniin apa jadinya? Jadi kecil. Lebih aman.
One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations.
Tianquan ini sangat berambisi. Bayangannya akan menutupi 7 negara. Gila nggak tuh? Jadi tinggi banget dong.
Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you.
Dia udah ketemu sama Jin dong.
As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
Masang mata dalam telingaku.
What?
Apa?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Vergoldet siapa anjir, lupa aku.
Just Vergoldet? No.
Cuman dia? Enggak, semua orang di sini kan ya.
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Semua orang di Wangshu Inn adalah orang-orang kami. Kamu juga bertemu dengan Yuhong belum lama ini?
At the Guizhang Ballista,
Di
yes?
Bejong Ballista ya?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
Kamu ngintip kami dari atas ya sepanjang waktu.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude.
Ngintip susah deh dari tinggi ini.
Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest.
Kecing mengatakan bahwa Kecing mengatakan Cising tidak akan merugikan rek lapis.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
Jadi apa salah pahamannya? Dia tinggi banget sih sumpah, kayak Jin dan dianya tingginya sama. Ding 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 der. Asik. Kita bisa ngomong sama dia di sini. Ih, Jin ya, Jin dan dia tinggi banget. Jadi mau ngomong apa, Bu? Ambil foto, tentu saja. Terus sembunyikan UI. Bukan. Berpikir. Genshin Impact atau asik. Compare. Saya aja compare. Oke lah, Ningguang kayak menang sih. Cuma bisa juga sih dia. Tolong, aku jatuh anjir. Tolong, aku jatuh. Gimana nih kalau aku jatuh, coy? Naiknya susah. Bisa aku memanjat ke atas? How you like that? Kayaknya dapat achievement nih. Kok gak dapat achievement? Karena gak ada musuhnya ya? Gimana cara naik lagi? Ada bintang dong. Uyuan penulis. Sorry ya bang, jadi kesini. Di chambernya. Betul ini bintangnya di mananya? Di atasnya. Di atas kepalaku. Tandain dulu guys biar nggak lupa. Bintang Arkon. Bintang Geo. Ya iyalah bintang Geo. Tadi silinya kemana ya? Tadi silinya kemana ya? Kok nggak lihat dia di mana-mana? Kita hasil dulu, bentar aja, takut lupa. Ada lagi.
Wind, hear me.
Dapat-dapatnya. Aku terjatuh tadi guys. Jadi lama, maafkan aku. Ya dia aku akan. Cecemeke saja derek. Oke, betul aku belum pernah naik sini atau pernah ya? Mana sih bintangnya? Gimana sih?
Gotta smile for the fans.
Kenapa dia tawa-tawa? Menyeramkan sekali. Ini ada bintang guys, tapi aku nggak tahu di mananya. Kok dia punya selera aneh?
Gotta smile for the
Udah
fans.
nanti aja. Gimana cara naik ke sini terus ke sini? Ujung bahasa tadi di mana ya? Gara-gara iseng dong aku jatuh. Tunggu jauh. Apakah menjual bulan? Apakah menjual bulan? Kita jual bulan aja terus. Basi. Ini orang bisa diajak ngomong sebenarnya. Halo. Oh, Kamu tetap mencari relasi Ningguang. Bao Xiao siapa Bomo? Siapa Bomo Bao Xiao? Oh, Bao Xiao yang tadi kayaknya yang di bawah. Bisa masuk chamber. Bisa masuk dulu, guys. Bisa masuk chamber. Ningguangnya di depan. Ya, kita bisa sesuka kita. Wow, jadi chamber. Itu dalam chamber, guys. Hai, pelayan. Tong. Dong. Boleh kotor-kotorin nggak? Kita malah eksplorasi. Maafkan aku, guys, aku memang suka. Kita masuk dulu sebelum ceritanya dimulai. Oh, bersih-bersihin pas. Ini kayak Nioh ya, tempat yang ada muter-muter begini. Udah gitu aja, simpel sekali. Mudahan nggak ada barang yang kelewatan. Halo. Halo. Tadi tuh aku fokus cerita, guys. Kenapa? Halo. Kalau rumput ada rumput turun ke bawah. Oh, situ.
I need a more physically demanding
Update
job.
5 GB. Masa update 5 GB masih kuning cuma 1. Kan ada yang lain-lain. Apa kabar? Baik. Aku tuh tadi mainnya full screen, guys, karena nggak ada yang komen dari tadi, sumpah. Karena nggak ada yang komen, aku mainnya full screen aja.
I need a more physically
Main di
demanding
HP
job.
nggak bisa lihat cutscene. Masa sih? Aku belum ngomong sama Ningguang ini sih. Oh, nge-lag. Oh ya, benar juga ya, karena nge-lag. Lihatlah di sini. Sorry guys, aku tuh tertakjub banget sama jet chamber ini. Sebenarnya kita harus ngomong sama Ningguang, tapi aku mau muter-muter dulu, boleh ya? Aku tuh nggak bisa diginiin, guys. Nge-lag ngantuk, oke. Emang nge-lag ya aku ya? Iya, motor aja. Belum, motornya nggak bisa. Hah? Iya, motor. Tunggu. Iya, motor aja. Sebelum motornya nggak bisa lagi. Sebelum motornya nggak bisa lagi apa? Katanya jet chamber ini tertinggi di Liyue, guys. Berarti kalau kita naik di jet chamber ke paling tinggi, kita tertinggi seluruh Liyue, guys. Ini motor ya, motor doang. Apakah kita sanggup naik ke gedung paling tinggi? Jangan BL. Jangan BL, maksudnya apa BL? Oh, BI, bacaan bahasa Indonesia. Oh, ntar juga tahu. Berarti ada yang sesuatu dong. Salah ketik. Kenapa salah ketik? Ih, ada atapnya. Wah, kita hampir jatuh. Aku suka explore gini, guys, karena dibikinnya detail banget ini game. Mobile Legends, coba kita lihat apa, cuman rumput semua. Hit. Naik dong. Kok raiso? Bisa nggak ya kita naik situ? Bisa nggak sih ini dinaikin? Bisa lihat pelapannya guys. Kita nggak bisa naik. Ew, that's nasty. Mana cara naik ya? Manjat, ku suka manjat. Gak bisa dinaikin. Tenaganya udah habis. Haya. Itu Ningguang di sana guys. Tunggu ya Ningguang. Aku mau naikin kastel kamu dulu. Wih. Dapat. Sini nggak ada ambilan gitu. Yes. Ternyata bisa dari bawah guys. Maksud aku ternyata udah capek-capek begini ternyata bisa dari bawah. Sip ya mah cuman gua doang nonton lu. Iya. Nggak pernah rame di sini, santai aja. Ih, sekarang gimana caranya untuk naik ke atas? Aduh, gimana nih? Gimana caranya naik ke atas? Nah, dari sini ke sini ke situ aja nggak bisa. Aku sebenarnya pengen naik ke paling atas, gimana caranya? Itu payungnya gede banget sih. Maksimal tuh di sini nih. Di sini nih paling tinggi ada naikannya. Naik ke situ nggak bisa. Coba bisa naik ke sana. Oke. Udah ngomong sama Ningguang. Udah puas di chambernya. Intinya kayak gitu aja. Gede tapi kosong, nggak ada ambilan. Salah tahu aku ya, salah penglihatan aku juga. Hai Ningguang.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
Ya, aku tahu. Tidak bisa bilang aku tahu banyak, hanya ada sedikit kesan tentang kata-kata ini. Tidak bisa dibilang aku tahu banyak.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost.
Dulu ada banyak dewa di bumi ini, banyak perang panjang terjadi di antara mereka yang tidak mereda hingga 2000 tahun lalu. Banyak darah tumpah, banyak nyawa melayang. Banyak dewa atau dulu?
In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat.
Bo.
They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
Oh gitu, dulu 2000 tahun lalu banyak dewa banget. Terus pada bertarung semua, sisa 7. Bikin sendiri lagi kotanya.
You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war.
Tuh ya, lihat Goyun Stone Forest. Greenstone Forest yang nanti akan terbuka di patch berikutnya katanya guys.
Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon.
Di bawah tembok batu terdapat orang-orang yang dikalahkan Rex Lapis pada masa itu. Dewa yang gagal merebut gelar Archon, Geo.
Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the Seven changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the Seven will not collapse simply because of that.
Dia bisa mati. Keanggotaan The Seven berubah selama 2000 tahun terakhir. Kematian Rex Lapis adalah bencana yang tidak terbayangkan bagi Liyue. Tapi The Seven tidak akan runtuh hanya karena itu. Pasti nanti ada reborn lagi ya. Kayaknya sih.
Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before.
Liyue dan Adepti akan berbeda dari sebelumnya. Kalau kita bisa melupakan Rex Lapis.
Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions?
Tuh aku malah fokus lihat atasnya bentuknya S. Ini apa S? Dia Qixing adalah orang-orang Rex Lapis. Kita bisa menanggung beban hati kami bila kami menentangnya. Lalu kenapa mau menyembunyikan Exuvia? Exuvia apa ya? Aku lupa.
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there. You no doubt saw.
Yujing Terrace itu yang tadi kita dapat naik ya. Aku tidak siap untuk itu, untuk Exuvia. Exuvia kayaknya
But our
pelepasan.
enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand.
Musuh kita bersembunyi di pelabuhan.
Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Exuvia ini apa sih? Aku belum tahu. Mayatnya Rex Lapis atau gimana?
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
Siapa musuhnya? Jangan-jangan Tartaglia lagi.
What do you think, traveler?
Orang itu pada kemana dah? Makan. Nggak tahu pada kemana. Mereka tuh nggak selalu di sini. Menurutmu bagaimana? Itu dia bukan? Apakah dia? Itu dia bukan?
What are you two talking about?
Kalian ngomongin apa sih katanya?
Well answered.
Jawabannya yang tepat. Dia siapa aja kita juga nggak tahu. Hah? Paman kebingungan. Siapa ini dia?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
Persiapan menerima tamu sudah komplit. Ayo ke sini katanya. Pemandangan bagus tapi anginnya kencang. Takutnya kamu ke bawah. Paman kan terbang ya. Silakan ke sini. Kita sudah masuk kok tadi. Kita udah masuk secara terang-terangan. Equilibrium masuk ke J chamber. Hai kamu. Tadi dia nggak gerak ke situ deh. Kita udah muter. Jadi ngapain ke sana lagi? Bah, tadi kita naik. Tadi kita sepersekian detik naik pintunya dong. Bukan didorong pintunya.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Fancy place before. Baca Ningguang ya. Wah, budidaya Liyue, nyamuk dewa. gulungan yang tersimpan rapi. Setiap lembar kertasnya sangat tipis, setipis sayap serangga. Kayak kaligrafi. Kaligrafi ditulis di atas tumpukan gulungan setipis. Terus ini guys, Heningguang. Salah. Kita pakai jin ya. Salah kursi jin, kursi bukan di situ. Coba kita foto. Lucu sih. Loh, Ningguang mana? Sayang banget Ningguangnya nggak kedapet. Oh, sini dapat. Pergi kau dari ruanganku. Aku sudah menggantikanmu. Pergi kau dari ruanganku, Ningguang. Aku sudah menggantikan tempatmu sebagai orang terkaya di Taiwan. Pengaturan kapal, laba rugi, laporan, segudang informasi di dalam. Baiklah, mari kita ngomong lagi sama Ningguang.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Anggap aja rumah sendiri. Gede banget rumahnya. Bener-bener boleh dia anggap rumah sendiri.
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Di sana itu adalah apa?
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Legendary wall? Tadi kita
Why,
udah apa ya?
you've kept your ear to the ground, I
Tadi
see.
aku udah pencet.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
Semua orang pengen lembar kertas yang ada di dinding. Lah, maid-maidnya pada kerja di sini lihat itu setiap hari.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets.
Rahasia perdagangan Liyue ya.
But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that.
Rahasia bisnis Liyue tidak tertarik bagimu kan, karena kamu pengembara.
If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
Kamu mendapatkan kepercayaanku.
But if you
Sini
were to
moramu.
choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching,
Ya, antara ortodoksmu dan heterodoksnya. Aku memilih kecing dan skeptismenya terhadap yang ilahi. Inilah lebih dua-duanya daripada ini, jadi kecing doang. Apa ya? Aku lebih suka pilih dewa sih daripada manusia.
you'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling.
Kamu milih kecing, aku punya firasat. Firasat apa?
I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed.
Hard-headed.
With someone of her character on the Chising, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Chising don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
Aku menduga bahwa Fatui di balik rumor ini.
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning.
Bergerak-gerak.
I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt.
Apa insiden Mondstadt, Cer? Ini divalin.
With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them.
Jadi mereka telah melakukan hal di luar kewenangan diplomatik mereka, guys.
Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends.
Memperawat kita dalam menjalankan tujuan mereka.
Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Apa? Mau tanya apa, Paimon?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Akan mendapatkan sedikit hadiah katanya. Paimon, tidak bisakah kamu memikirkan hal lain sebentar saja? Tidak masalah.
It's all right. I like direct people.
I love that.
Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Boleh tak ambil apapun, guys.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get?
What should we get?
One of the sheets on that wall.
Hah? Kamu kertas di sini? Kurang ajar kamu ya.
Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail.
Paimon's fingernail. Jari Paimon sebenarnya fingernail itu kuku ya. Nail kan kuku.
Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for.
Dia malah mau moranya. Boleh nggak?
Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Boleh nggak ambil?
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one.
Kita tidak perlu memilih lagi, kita ambil yang di sana.
La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it.
Apa yang tertulis di atasnya?
Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy.
Oh. Ini ngomongin soal Cilde yang ngambil izin 1000 tahun itu ya.
Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the sigil of permission.
Mata-mata Qixing menemukan jejak penelitian rahasia Fatui tentang simbol 1000 izin. Di kita kan?
Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue, spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the sigil of permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
Ini semua berlangsung agak terlalu sempurna. Jelas-jelas Ningguang ingin memancing kita ke sana.
Oh, you really think so?
Iyalah.
Well, should we not go then?
Jadi kita nggak pergi? Enggak, maksudku.
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Belum kita di Huamas teman Zhongli, ayo kita ke tempat persembunyian disebutkan dalam dokumen ini. Apakah orang Fatih benar-benar melakukan kejahatan? Gua dapat 30. Ningbang. Kayak Ningbang. Kamu berpikir.
So, you don't have to confirm it with me. Just choose one and take it. Afterwards, why not sit down for a while in the Jade Chamber? Or have a short stroll? Rest is also an integral part of any journey.
Terima kasih atas jamuannya. Sudah waktunya kami melanjutkan perjalanan. Sampai jumpa.
Come now. There's no need to stand on...
Sorry. Anything business related is confidential.
Bye, Xisha. Bye, Xiao. Bye, Xiao. Ada Beidou, Bye, Xiao. Halo. Kamu sekretaris J Chamber. Tentang J Chamber dong. Tentang Ningbang dong. Kok sampai jumpa. Tentang Ningbang dong. Kamu kan sekretarisnya. Iya, Xixing. Udah, itu mah aku juga udah tahu. Kamu berbeda dengan kebanyakan pedagang yang serakah dan hanya ingin mendapatkan informasi. Kamu jujur dan langka. Jalan menuju kekayaan sebenarnya cukup sederhana. Aku sudah menghabiskan waktuku di sisi Ningbang dan mempelajari beberapa rahasia di sini, di sana. Begini saja, aku menunjukkan arti emas kepadamu, bukan atas namanya, tapi atas namaku. Semoga beruntung dan makmur. Ke siapa nih? Mora. The Guide to Gold. Yes. The Guide to Gold. Mari kita baca. The Guide to Gold. Mana? Ini mah cutscene ya. Guide to Gold. Mana buku-buku tadi? Buku-bukunya ada di arsip. Halo. Di mana? Guide to Gold tadi. Ini adalah guide untuk hadiah-hadiah. Mana ya? Kok nggak ada sih? Oh, belum masuk.
This gives good luck and insight.
Tiba-tiba ada orangnya di sini. Tadinya nggak ada, guys. Sumpah. Halo. Get to prosperity.
Insight.
Guide to diligence. Kumpulin semua dong kalau gitu. Tadi itu cuma ada yang ini doang. Ada yang bisa diajak ngomong lagi nggak? Cuma 3 doang. Halo guys. Jauh ya. Langsung ke sana aja. Biar cepat. Nanti aku pasti naik lagi ke jet chamber sendiri terus turun sendiri dari situ. Itu pasti ada bunga. Ada kursi. Nomor fatui di sini tiba-tiba.
There really were fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too. Delve into destiny, fate is upon you. Steady as stone.
Let's end this quickly.
As a good night shot. I missed a spot.
Counterattack.
Barbados, guide us. Let me scrub. Steady as stone. Let me scrub.
Dia udah kembali menggunakan
Fate is upon you.
kasnya. Lu main game ini di HP udah bisa goreng telur di atasnya. Kamu main game ini.
Leave it up to me.
Nggak mau main game ini.
Let me scrub.
Mainnya pakai PC makanya. Udah nih. Nonton juga GP. Uploadnya tuh kemarin 5 GB doang, nggak sampai 7. Kamu main nggak sih?
Go on, give me a go.
Shadows of fate. Leave it up to me. As a dutiful maid would.
Time to fulfill my duty.
Sisi lo mau main game.
Not breaking a sweat.
Sisi lo kok main game ini nge-lag? Enggak nge-lag. Streamingnya
Shadows of
cuma nggak nge-lag mainnya. Streamingnya nge-lag.
Barbados, guide us.
Satu yang ini lagi terakhir. Bang, lo ngomong nggak kedengaran? Masa nggak kedengaran? Masa nggak kedengaran? Tunggu ya. Oh, cek dulu. Tes. Ada yang ganti settingan? Iya, settinganku terganti. Tes. Tahunya gak nyaringan sih, aku ngomong kayak gini. Mainnya kejauhan. Ya udah, aku deketin. Keyboardku nih kepanjangan keyboardnya. Udah ada kedengeran kan? Lebih better lah ya harusnya daripada yang tadi. Hei kamu, dia api nih elemennya.
Delve into decided by destiny. Starball.
Nah ini baru dia mantap. Mongko.
Steady as stone.
Emang White main game ini? Ya kemarin udah main. Dia masuk ke tembok dong. Bang main personal 5. Ada PS nya nggak ada duitnya. Mana? Main PC bisa nggak? Bisa dong. Ini aku main PC.
Leave it all to me.
Ini detik ini aku main di PC. Aduh kok jatuh. Oh maksudnya di PC dia bisa apa enggak? Enggak ada personal 5 di PC. Personal 5 enggak ada di PC. Aku pikir kamu tanya Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact bisa di PC. Ini mana musuhnya sih? Ada lagunya, kagak ada orangnya. Halo kak, halo juga user. Ini penelitiannya Fatui, ya ampun. Ini loh.
There are so many talismans here. And
Bang.
some stacks of blank paper too.
Ganti full set ROG.
What are
Maunya
they for?
banyak jimat. Jangan-jangan isinya cici lagi. Mungkin hasil dari mencoba membuat ulang jimat.
I haven't seen this
Biar nggak
pattern
meledak.
before. But where?
Ding 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 ding. Emang nge-lag banget ya di YouTube ya.
Oh, Paimon knows. It looks
1000
just
izin.
like the sigil of permission the child gave you.
Bentuknya sama.
But
Oke.
how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
Ini bukan hanya sekedar relik.
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil of permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic.
Lo main game ini nggak sampai 60 FPS? Kayaknya sih nggak kuat dia 60 kayaknya. Tapi nggak tahu juga ya. Aku main di mataku liatnya bagus-bagus aja sih. Waktu streamingnya nggak kuat. Karena aku streaming langsung di like sama di YouTube.
weapons like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers.
Halo. Menyalurkan kekuatan Adeptus dalam perang Archon. Menyalurkan kekuatan Adeptus.
Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving being able to channel divine power in battle?
Itu dengan berbahaya.
That sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure.
Harus hati-hati sama Child katanya.
Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations. Let's go!
Paimon heads being laid. Tes. Ada apa sih tadi bunyi-bunyi? Langsung aja teleport cepat. Halo. Mati tuh babi, kena plunge attack. Hai Zhongli.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Yes.
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did...
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. She thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then?
Keqing Yuheng.
What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important?
Why, Mora, of course.
Mora, masuk akal.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
Maybe.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
Sekarang mereka menekan sambal 1000 ijen.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Chingsa Village has glaze lilies.
Iya benar, glaze lilies itu udah banyak banget. Banyak di Yujing Terrace dan Kingsia Village.
Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madam Ping is always tending to...
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all.
Dibuyakan buatan, ya cocok. Katanya harus
Dihua
liar.
Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies.
Waduh.
It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out.
Glaze lily malah mati gara-gara ini tanahnya longsor.
Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense.
Ini kan bubuk glaze liliesnya bisanya jadi bubuk. Zaman kapan ini?
But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
Kalau aku bernyanyi.
That's correct. Your
benar. Kok bener sih?
So how good is your singing?
Aku bisa bernyanyi sedikit.
Really?
Aku pintar
Why
dong.
doesn't Paimon believe you?
Kenapa emang meragukanmu ya?
We'll only know once she starts singing.
Suruh nyanyiin dong. Ada peti di situ. Main hal kayak impact 3 bang.
It's time to sing.
Kayaknya aku
Whenever
nggak
you're
suka deh.
ready.
Bakal nggak suka. Soalnya nggak open world kayak Genshin Impact kan. Dia kayak dungeon biasa. Kemarin aku sempat main Closers, gamenya gambarnya kayak Genshin Impact. Bosan, karena dia dungeon gitu diulang-ulang terus gitu. Bosan jadinya.
Da 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 da.
Malah lagunya Barbara dong.
What happened?
Waduh,
These flowers are jumping. They look really angry.
marah.
Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Apa karena kamu nyanyi lagu Monster ya jadinya bunga lilinya nggak suka. Misalnya gitu. Speed Drifter. Speed Drifter gimana?
Barbados, guide us.
Aku yang pernah dengar dan Speed Drifter tapi gimana ya lupa aku. gerak. Membantu tuh karakternya kayak anime. Oh gitu. Kayaknya Bang Tara pernah main deh, tapi aku lupa.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower.
Whopper flower.
The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Glaze lily yang digunakan untuk menyamar dikubur terlalu lama bersama dengan whopper flower, menghasilkan bahan obat yang sangat baik. Keluar dari bencana nampaknya membawa keberuntungan. Ambil kelopak-kelopak bunga ini.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
Nggak bisa dipakai dong.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
Hai Ganyu. Ampun, ini karakter berikutnya guys. Dia setengah adeptus, setengah manusia.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Yes, I am.
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face?
Xiaomi.
I can't remember.
Halo Xiaomi, ada kecil. Xiaomi dong.
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Gara-gara kamu tidak memberitahu cara kami menuju sana, kami menghabiskan banyak upaya untuk menemukan jalannya.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Aku nggak kasih tahu ya katanya. Enggak, kamu nggak kasih tahu nyet. Makanya kerja yang bener.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Semua orang sepertinya sudah tahu jalannya. Mungkin itu sebabnya kamu lupa memberitahu kami. Kita tidak boleh mengambil jalannya yang salah. Tanyakan saja ke orang-orang.
Oh, I see.
Iya katanya.
Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Iya, aku lupa ya katanya. Kurang asam.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu.
Wajah dia nggak beres.
She's
Kamu
acting
nggak beres.
different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But
Tianquan?
now I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
Kemarin tuh aku kerja, sekarang aku nggak kerja. Itu katanya. Aku nggak sedang pencet.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Kenapa dia menghela nafas?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet.
Emotion.
When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
2000 tahun lalu ya. The Seven berkumpul di Liyue, minum sama Rex Lapis. Sekarang 5 meninggal. Dari Seven sisa 2. Siapa? Pertama mungkin si Barbatos ya, mungkin. Dia tapi setahu aku Barbatos baru hidup 200 tahun deh. Atau 500 ya.
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Oh, sisa Barbatos doang ternyata.
The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago.
Jadi 7 Archon aslinya
Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
Jadi tadi tuh ada mereka nih minum-minum di Liyue, ada tuh para dewanya. Terus semua sudah mati, 5-5-nya, sisa 2, Barbatos sama Rex Lapis. Tiba-tiba Rex Lapis meninggal. Sisa Barbatos yang paling dewa yang gak tergantikan dari awal. Saat ini tadi ada siapa tuh yang dari Snesnaya ya? Sekarang di Sumeru atau yang Dendro ada dewa termuda. Sumeru tuh dewa termuda. Rex Lapis dewa tertua, 6.000 tahun.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
Tanpa pengunduran diri 3.700 tahun di awal. Hilang atau?
So what do you think of this farewell?
Farewell, pengunduran diri.
Huh? This is a little sudden.
Kalau tanyaan begini, aku juga bingung.
As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis.
Sebagai manusia, sampai sekarang aku masih tidak bisa membayangkan apa yang terjadi pada Liyue tanpa Rex Lapis.
But as an adeptus,
Sebagai adeptus,
I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and adepti has now reached its end.
Kayak kontraknya udah berakhir karena udah nggak dijaga lagi kan sama Rex Lapis.
Did you just say as an adeptus?
Ya, karena kamu adalah adeptus. Apa ini? Pak ngomong apa nih? Kimi no Nawa. Nama kamu 000. Apa maksudnya? Aku nggak ngerti.
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
Kamu udah berapa tahun ya umurnya, coy? Umur Ganyu berapa tahun?
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Chising. I've continued those duties to this very day.
Pantas saja kamu memiliki tatu di kepalamu. Pantas saja kamu lupa mengatakan apa yang harus kamu katakan. Apa? Kan gak impact. Scroll atas ada apa? Nggak ada apa-apa.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day.
Lain kali aja ngomong
You
itu
say
katanya.
that you are here looking for glaze lilies?
Yes, aku cari glaze lilies.
I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Yeay, langsung dapat guys. Nggak usah cari-cari lagi.
We dare not.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Kamu udah nyanyiin belum?
Indeed, I
Iya.
did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Dia nyanyiin lagu Liyue dong.
Wow, so you really know your stuff too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I
Ganyu.
should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord.
Ini lagu ini. Si Faiz ngomongin lagu nih. Tapi lagu apa ya?
If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
Kamu kerja sebagai sekretarisnya Ningguang.
And that just about does it. Our prep, given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Martha Zone adalah tipe yang cocok untuk bidang pengembangan pertanian.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already.
Ultraman Zero. Oh, Ultraman Zero. Ultraman Zero. Zero. Ya ampun, aku nggak nonton soalnya.
Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Jean? Alright, I think it's about time we...
Oke guys, hari ini sampai sini dulu aja. Aku udah ngantuk, mau tidur. Sampai jumpa lagi besok guys, kita lanjutin ceritanya besok ya. Buat glass lidinya dapat nih. Bye bye guys.